Valuable provincial heads, of our women and youth branches, distinguished mayors, and valuable heads of our provinces, valuable friends at COS, I would like to greet you all with the most heartfelt sentiments, love and affection. May this first extended meeting of the provincial heads taking place in this new year be auspicious to our nation, to our political party. From its foundation onwards, AK Party has protected and strengthened its foundational principles. From the headquarters to our branches in the provinces, we have carried out our meetings on a regular basis, and we are a political party who opted for the consultation all the time. From our foundation, we have many brothers and sisters who took their part in the youth branches and the women branches, and they are right now presenting us with the higher level of responsibilities in the headquarters and also in our national parliament. Of course, this staff is really important in terms of increasing the member of our political party. It is not only important to increase the number of our members on paper, but at the same time we should involve each one of our members to take active part in our activities and endeavors. If we can realize it, then we will be able to win the hearts of each one of our 84 million of our citizens. In the last 20 years, Turkey will hold the 16th general election, and as we are preparing ourselves for the 16th general election of the last 20 years, which will take place in 2023, it will be highly important to get in touch with our society. As I reiterate all the time, 2022 is a treasure for all of us. As you know, the opposition party is showing hypocrisy, and they are very lazy in terms of getting in touch with our citizens. Unfortunately, the opposition party only pays visit to our citizens before the elections, and after that they are not looking back. And they are not keeping any of the promises that they are throwing inside of the squares, and when their promises are reminded to them, they will attack to those who are reminding their promises back to them. But we are always spending our time with our citizens, and this is how it should be, because we are doing politics together with our citizens. As I always say, the doors opening to the politicians are the doors where the complaints and the problems are listened to. Whoever has a problem or any challenge, they should, of course, come and knock on our doors. Of course, it is not possible to find solutions to each one of those problems and challenges. At the end of the day, it is our utmost responsibility and duty to solve the problems and the challenges of our citizens. But if this is not the case, if those problems are not possible to be solved, then we should still win the hearts of those citizens. This is one of our first duties. Any one of our members in the AK Party taking responsibility cannot have any different approach regarding to the solution of those problems. It is not something we can accept. In our organization, we are never showing any tolerance to discrimination or pride from the party leader to the provincial heads. No one has the luxury or right to destroy those values. We might have a very challenging job, and our responsibilities might be very high. We might have personal problems or limited time. It doesn't matter what are the challenges. Our utmost priority should be to win the hearts of our people, of our citizens. If we cannot achieve this, then we shouldn't invade our positions in vain, because this door is not opening to politics only. This door is opening to a greater civilization, culture, history, and this door is opening for the representation of a great belief. Any sort of damage that we inflict or any sort of problem that we create will not concern only us, but it will have a huge impact on our cause that has been going on for centuries. That's why we should work very hard all together, and we should show the greatest level of efforts so that we can yield the utmost results. Valuable brothers and sisters, 2022, whose first week we are within right now, is symbolizing the turning point where we will be celebrating the 20th year of anniversary of us coming to power. And as we have stated that 2023 is a symbolic year, hopefully next year we will discuss how we reached and achieved the 2023 results, and we will discuss how we will prepare ourselves for the next election and for the next year. We have announced that in the previous meeting as well. In this geography that we live for the last 1000 years, each one of our months, each one of our years have passed with great challenges and struggles, and during this process we had to face with certain turning points from time to time. And this period that we live in is also very critical. We are at the eve of celebrating the 100 years of anniversary of the foundation of our republic, but unfortunately the same dirty scenarios are tried on us repeatedly. We should not even look back. Within the last 9 years, if we take a look what happened, we can easily see and realize this reality. The greatest service of AK Party providing to our nation is the historical gains in the democratization, but at the same time, we challenged all those dirty games and scenarios. Hundreds of millions of people are sincerely praying for us, and we have shown the courage of giving this utmost struggle in which we are obliged to accomplish and succeed. Republic of Turkey has always shown that the rights of the people in this geography can be protected and the necessary steps can be taken for further development. This is not the whole thing that we achieved right now. We are in a greater leapfrog development. At the moment, we are taking the necessary steps which will enable Turkey to become one of the top 10 economies in the globe. For the first time in 2011, we said that Turkey is ready and our target is 2023. After announcing this target, there has been many incidents and many struggles that have been fought for. From the Gezi events to 17th and 25th of December events to Çukur demonstrations to 15th of July coup attempt, all those attacks have been carried out with the same goal. Thanks to God, they couldn't prevent us from our sacred cause. Of course, we had many challenges and we paid many prices, but we protected the strong Turkey on its right path. As the globe was struggling with the pandemic and the consecutive economic crisis, the Republic of Turkey speeded up as she was approaching to its target. Our economy is based on the investment, manufacturing, employment and current account surplus and exports. We have closed the 2021 export figures with $225 billion. This is the indication that we are on the right track.
Ülkemizin dört bir yanındaki organize sanayi bölgelerinde harıl harıl kapasiteler artırılıyor.
As we are increasing the capacities in our organized industrial zone all around Turkey, as we are extending the scope of our factories, it seems that we are on the right track. There is 5 organized industrial zones in Gaziantep, and right now they are constructing the 6th one. This nation is working, the industrialists are working as well. But the main opposition party, together with its offspring, unfortunately do not realize all those developments. New investments are being made, and we have increased our employment opportunities by 2 million additional jobs with comparison to pre-pandemic years. And let's herald the good news for our farmers. Our farmers who are using the land belonging to the Treasury will have a chance to rent those lands half of their prices. That was something that we have provided already. That's why 55,000 of our farmers have already started planting those lands belonging to the Ministry of Treasury. And we have made sure that our farmers are making use of the subsidies we are providing to our farmers. And right now, we will decrease the additional payment of the rents from 22% to 9% on an annual basis. Of course, our farmers who are willing to rent the lands of the Treasury can benefit from those discounts. We are showing to our nation that we are standing with them in every field, and we will continue to do so. Valuable friends, we of course have many challenges and problems as well. The high level of fluctuations and the hyperinflation in the prices are the obstacles that we are facing with. They are the pebbles in front of our sacred cause. Although they are hurting us as the whole nation, we will overcome all those obstacles, and we will make sure that the Republic of Turkey will be among the top 10 economies for sure.
Açıkladığımız tedbir paketiyle döviz kuru üzerindeki köpüğü
With all the precautions that we have taken so far, we have tackled the problem of fluctuations in the foreign exchange, and hopefully we will take the foaming hyperinflation so that we will save our citizens. We will make sure that our citizens will not be under the burden of the fluctuations in the foreign exchange or the hyperinflation in the prices. With our new economic program, we have prioritized the employment opportunities so that the jobs of our people will not be affected by it. From the increases in the minimum wages to the pensions of our pensioners and also the salaries of our officers, we have taken the necessary steps, and hopefully we have overcome the greatest challenges so far. From now on, we will be getting closer gradually to our targets, and we will be yielding the results of all the measures that we have taken so far. What I kindly request from each one of you is to reach out to a broader audience and more of our citizens, and let's explain them what we have done so far and what we are going to do. So please do not forget to explain our services for our nation in an incorrigible fashion. We should explain the attacks and also the reasons behind those attacks in every opportunity, and we should tell our people the incompetencies of the opposition. party, which is in itself nothing but a ragbag. So we should show our determination to our people, and we should advocate sincerely the righteousness of the policies that we have been following so far. And we should repeat and remind our people what kind of gains we will obtain as we reach 2023. And we should also tell our people the 2053rd vision of our country, and we should always share the green development plan of Turkey with youngsters specifically. We should also reflect our belief in stronger Turkey. The more we reflect it, then the greater support we will receive from our people. Valuable brothers and sisters, you yourself see it and realize it very well as our country is approaching to the juncture of 2023. Our responsibilities are increasing as well. The main opposition party has no vision or concern for the future of our nation, and our nation realizes that. The opposition party who lost its hope from our nation, they are opting for different ways to cover their problems. Lies are their national currency, and there is no other political party that I have seen throughout my whole political career who can lie so easily. They have no logical or acceptable solution recommendations to the problems that our nation is facing with, but they are seeing the solution in terms of supporting the tutelage or complaining about Turkey to the foreign ambassadors. The alliance of those so-called ragbags, unfortunately, saying indecent insults to the beloved ones of our martyrs, and they are openly threatening certain segments of our society. Up until now, I don't believe that there has been left anyone who wasn't subject to the threats of the opposition party leader. Whenever he is opening his mouth, he is threatening our police officers, our officers, public servants, and even the neighborhood wardens. Mr. Kemal, tomorrow I will come together with 2,000 of my muhtars, and I will show you how we can come together and talk with our muhtars. I will show it to you personally. Unfortunately, they have lost their balance, and they even dare to press on the state institutes. Unfortunately, rather than cooperating with the state institutions, they are playing the roles of mafia, and they are acting like highwaymen. When they realize that the discord, the threatening discourse will serve nothing to them, and when they realize that no one is afraid of them, so they right now started insulting the civilizational values of our nation. So right now they set on a journey of writing off each other's debts. At the end of the day, they unfortunately went back to the option of single-party fascism. The events taking place from our last meeting show that there are no differences in terms of the mentality between the single-party fascism of the Republicans People Party and today Republicans People Party. The Republicans People Party of Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu is a Jacobinist political party who is an enemy to the values of our nation. Throughout the years, the Turkey changed, the whole globe changed, but unfortunately this fascist mentality of the Republican People Party never changed, and it stayed the same. Although they try their best to present themselves differently, at some point they cannot abstain from disclosing their real face. And as
bilinçaltlarında ne
their
varsa onu konuşuyor.
hypocrisy, politics serve no good to them, they are spreading their poisonous lies and showing their dirty and black ambitions.
Güya Diyanet'in
The
okul öncesi eğitim vermesini
Vice President of the Republican People Party was criticizing the Directorate of Religious Affairs and criticizing the Directorate of Religious Affairs that the courses cannot be given to the preschool children, and they were insulting on our Directorate of Religious Affairs, and they were saying that if those kids are taking the religion courses, then they will have no idea about the math, science, or technology. So they were saying that delivery of the religion courses by the Directorate of Religious Affairs to the preschool children is not contemporary, but this fascist mentality of yours is actually not contemporary.
Asıl arkaik olan, asıl gerici olan,
What
Orta
archaic
Çağ karanlığında asıl debelenen
is
sen
your
ve senin
mentality.
gibi meseleye marjinal
The ones who are struggling with
söyleyen
the
vatanlardır.
medieval ages types of mentality are the ones who are approaching and interpreting this situation with your mentality and with the blinders. I would like to ask a question to the opposition party leader. Why are you bothered with the fact that the Directorate of the Religious Affairs is carrying out its constitutional rights? Our kids who are the warranty of our future, why they shouldn't learn our civilizational values and the life of our prophet and our religion? Why does that bother you?
Batılıların kendilerini tarif için kullandığı Orta Çağ karanlığı
And
yapmış bulmaktan
why?
utanmıyor musunuz?
And aren't you ashamed of the fact that you are insulting on our religion, saying that it is embedded in the medieval age darknesses? Why and when are you going to take your dirty hands from the future of our next generations and our youngsters?
Milletimize kimliğini ve karakterini veren mukaddes değerlerimizi aşağılamaktan ne
When
zaman
will
vazgeçeceksiniz?
you stop insulting our sacred values?
Sahtekarlığı bırakın.
You should
Yeri geldiği
live
zaman peygamberimize sahip
and
çıkacaksınız.
stop
Kur'an'a
playing
sahip
the
çıkacaksınız.
acrobats.
Yeri geldiği zaman da
When
ağzınızda,
it suits you,
dilinizde
you will
hangi
stand
fusluk
with our
varsa
religion
onu
and with our prophet, but whenever it suits you, then you will insult all those values.
Çok açık ve net söylüyorum.
Very openly,
CHP Başkanı
I would like to cite
karanlık
that
sık çalarak geçiştiremez.
the opposition party leader
Bu edepsizlik, görmezlik
and
gelinlik,
their insults will not be
hiçbir şey
overlooked.
olmamış gibi yüksek siyasetçilik oynayan
And this rudeness and impertinence cannot be forgotten.
başta Orta Çağ zihniyeti ifadesi olmak üzere
First and foremost, the Republican People
saraate
Party,
kavuşturmalı,
first and foremost,
edemiyorsa
should explain what he meant by saying the medieval age darknesses, all those deliriums should be explained by him. If he cannot explain all those insults, then he should apologize from our nation. And if they cannot do this, then our nation will give the necessary lessons to the Republican People Party during the ballot box.
biz de AK Parti olarak
As
meselenin üzerine
AK Party,
her fırsatta doğruları milletimize anlatmaya,
we will continue to tell the truth to our nation, and we will put the masks of those ignorant people
veya siyasi
whenever
görüşten olursa olsun,
we have the chance. It doesn't matter from which
hor,
ideology or which
hakarete uğramasına
religious belief our people are, we will never allow our people to be insulted no matter what the costs are.
muhterişler tarafından lekelenmesine,
And we will never allow the minds of our people
ahlaksızlığına,
to be dirtied
dışı,
with the
edep dışı
fascist mentality of those political hypocrites. And we will never
muhalefet ne yaparsa
live
yapsın,
this country
son 20
to
yılda
their dirty discourses.
bir
It
olacağız,
doesn't matter what the opposition party do, we will always become one great, we will always become brothers and sisters, and all together we will become Turkey.
utanmadan, sıkılmadan
Without
karar
even
döküleceklermiş.
being ashamed, they are claiming that they will take to the streets and they will take to the squares. Didn't you see what happened on the 15th of July? It doesn't matter whether you take to the streets or whether you go to the squares. Go to the streets, the same lessons as our nation give to those who took the streets on the 15th of July will be given to you as well.
Bizler Cumhur İttifakı olarak
As the
önümüze katarız ve
Nations Alliance,
kadar kovalarız.
we will chase you wherever you run off.
84 milyonun her bir ferdini öz kardeşimiz görerek
We see each one of our citizens of 84 million as our brothers and sisters, and we will embrace all of them. And we will hopefully overcome the politics of hatred of the opposition parties with our politics of solidarity. What says Emre, I didn't come to this life for the cause, I came here for winning the hearts. And by following the footsteps of Yunus, we will touch to the hearts of our people and we will do our best to conquer the hearts. But if they do not understand from this discourse, we know with which discourse we have to be talking to. May God be our companion and help us all. I would like to thank each one of you for all the efforts that you have shown so far, and I would like to thank you in advance for the studies to be carried out in the future. I would like to greet you all with love and respect. There is no rest for the weary. Do not forget. Do not forget. One nation, one flag, one homeland, one state. That's how we will continue to our sacred path.
Parti Genel Başkanı, Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'a şükranlarımızı ve saygılarımızı arz ediyoruz.